liability so that I can go to the casino that is Haven City and try to win it big. It's really weird, like the dynamic of the levels, because I mean, the training course proxy is like a decent mix of skill and just like the game working out in your favor, you know? And then the arena fight and getting, you know, involved and going through the desert, all that's all like good. There's not really a lot of like run killing RNG stuff that can happen there. If you get like crazy marauder spawns, you can lose a bit of time because you just have to zigzag so much before they quit spawning. But that's not too bad. Temple is like all just skill, essentially. And then Haven City is like not a crazy amount of tech skill. But all the places that you do the tech skill, you have to wonder if like the game is just gonna crap itself or not. And then you get into Palace Ruins, which runs pretty much like a dream, so that's all like a skill thing. The terrain is a bit nightmarish, but that's a skill thing, you know? Nice. And then you get into BTR, and it's kind of like Haven City. I don't know, there's like this weird flip-flop thing, I guess is what I'm trying to describe. Like, Temple runs well and is all skill, and then Haven is like, does the game lag? But it's not hard. And then Palace Ruins is kind of like Temple, where it's like, okay, there's some slightly tricky things here. The movement is precise. Like, very easy to completely throw your run if you're not careful. But it's probably not going to, like, mess with you too bad if you execute properly. And then BTR flips right back to, like, Haven. And it's like, I'm not terribly difficult, but if I flip the lag switch on you, you just, you know, are going to lose 10 seconds. Subrails is Subrails, and then Dark Ship is like the most horrifying mixture of the skill and the lag. Because like the first part of it is all just like the skill-based stuff, and that goes pretty smoothly most of the time. And then the stupid bridge hover, dude. The bridge hover is like my nemesis right now. Because the bridge hover is pretty difficult. Not like crazy hard. It's just tricky. But not only is it tricky and like a little precise, it can also just lag at any point from the start to the end. Like before, when you get on the jet board and you do the very first side flip to try to leave the door, up until right when you're trying to free fall at the end and land on the bridge to hit the cutscene, it can just drop anywhere. It's kind of terrifying. You're just on bated breath the entire time. Most of the time it doesn't drop like in the middle, but I have had it drop in the middle. It's just not as common as like right at the start or right at the end. Because right when the bridge is trying to like populate, it tends to lag, but you can react and you can free fall when you notice that you're not getting like a response with your hover taps anymore. Because there's like a window, you know, for free fall. You like hover, 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 and then you stop, and then you can free fall. So you can react to it. But if it lags like a little too soon and you haven't like went far enough, then even if, you know, your angle could work for the hover, you may not go far enough to be able to like drift all the way to the solid part of the bridge. Which honestly, if they had just made the whole bridge solid, it'd be a non-issue, because then you could just fall whenever, land on the bridge, and, you know, go about your day. But they didn't do it like that, so that's a pipe dream. And then Terraformer with Supervillain Cycle is kind of like Dark Ship, where it's like a very 50-50 bag of it's difficult and there's luck involved. in order to like do it as fast as possible without losing inordinate amounts of time. So the game is, this category in particular has like a very interesting like push and pull of stuff like that. I don't feel like it was nearly as prevalent in any percent in hero mode, just because the haven routes in those circumvent the NPCs in a lot of ways. Because you're doing a lot of like going out of bounds, or you're like, you know, you're hovering out of bounds, you're driving a zoomer out of bounds, or whatever. So you're not really having to deal with the like being in the middle of all the NPCs. But with no OoB, you kind of have to deal with it. Which most of the time you're on the zoomer, which is fine. But again, in those key points where you're either having to like do a critical hover or you know, zoomer jump or whatever, the game can just be like, nah fam, 25 FPS, good luck. But that's just how it is. PS2 problems. I can't believe I didn't bonk. Cannot believe it. I was so sure that I was just gonna like slam into the side of that rock and bonk and get grabbed by the little dude and just want to retire forever. Howdy. How are you? How's Real Analysis been going?
I found a wonderful YouTube series that uses my same textbook.
Oh, nice.
I'm having a great time.
Awesome.
I already watched the video on the first 2 sections.
Nice, nice.
But that was all like basics.
Gotcha.
Introduction to sets and introduction to induction and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Did have some interesting corollaries to the triangle inequality.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't realize there was when you subtract two real numbers, the absolute value of the subtraction is going to be, if I remember this, I don't remember it. I wrote it down.
Makes you feel any better? I don't remember it either. It's been too long.
Oh, it says there's some other third number, C. It's like the actual geometric representation of it, basically.
Oh.
So there's some third number C that if you sum to both of the original two numbers, your subtraction would be less than that. You'd have to see it.
Yeah. Because there's too much
It's
stimulus
like
going on.
when you have a triangle. Oh, you're both. I'm sorry.
It's okay. My brain's not been like, I felt really great after dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Felt good, felt peppy.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I sat down, did one run, got an adrenaline like rush because I got all the way into the bridge hover and dark ship and I was on like a good pace. And then it just didn't work out, unfortunately. And it's just been downhill ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like my eyes have just been so like crazy, like tired feeling. But I don't feel like exhausted.
Ooh.
It's just, I don't know how to describe how I feel. But I wouldn't be surprised if it got like bedtime and I lay down and I'm just boop, gone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I did feel a little more, I didn't feel as refreshed this morning when I woke up, I guess. Even though
I didn't either.
felt like rest was like very consistent. Like I didn't wake up too much, but shoot. There we go. I intentionally was able to like shorten the jump that time, so I didn't land right at the proxy spot after the concussor double jump.
Why do you have to concuss when going down?
Helps you space, so you actually land in the void instead of landing on the
very
ground.
edge of the ground.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I learned that lesson way too many times. I hate being in the middle of that platform, man. Rolling over that lip is so scary. From the outer part to the inner part. Whatever, you know what I meant. I said it backwards. From the inner part to the outer part of the circle. Platform thing, my dude. I'm going to formally demand, kindly, that Haven cooperate, and everything else after that. I'm also going to kindly ask my nervous system and my brain to likewise cooperate. And both the RNG from the game and my brain can all work together in a happy coalesced system to formulate and manifest a sub-22 no loop time. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Rip. They're right in the way. Ain't no shot. Well, it's bad, but it could be worse. It didn't explode off of him, which is good. I could, because I'm pretty ahead. So even if I lose time, it's not the end of the world. I could go for the camera clip, but I don't think I want to risk the biscuit. I'm just going to keep driving. I also need to not just completely suck at the zoomer jump here in a minute. That would be pretty cool. Huh? No, I have to do the zoomer jump. That's if I like stay on the zoomer like normal. The camera clip is the other one. Yeah. Yeah, if that's not high enough, then not even Snoop Dogg is high enough. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? That is exactly what we want to see. Finally. Took us 15 tries to get that hover. It's just a silly one, man. Oh, whoops. This is actually not good. That was so unbelievably scary, dude. I can't believe I didn't choke that. Cannot believe I didn't choke that. Jeez, that was so scary. What's up? Just look around. Hope you're doing well. Nah, there's way too much game left to call it now. This run doesn't start until we get to the bridge hover. At the end of Dark Ship. Like, we can't even think about it until we get there. There's way too much between now and then. No! Okay. That's actually really good that it hit me when it did. What's up, Rudy? Thank you. All right. Come on. Sorry for the loud no. I need to put a compressor or like an upper cap thing on my mic. Go. Come on. Just execute. How many times have you done it, man? How many times? Huge. It's fine. It's a backup. Still fast enough. We'll do it with this boost. Let's freaking go! Okay. Please, God. I just need to calm down. I just need to calm down.
Time to die.
Okay, that's good. That's the number of spawns I needed there. I think this is still good. This is going to be really close, though. I think that made it. Please, God. Please. Please. Let's freaking go! Let's go! That's it, dude! I split early. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't know what the final time is. I accidentally split, but that was it.